Ancient Rome, the eternal city, where history comes alive. From gladiators to emperors, these stories have echoed through time. But what if I told you that a ghost story haunts the very foundation of Rome? A haunting tale of love, loss, and betrayal that you won't want to miss. Emperor Hadrian, the ruler of the vast Roman Empire, was a man driven by ambition and conquest. But his sights were set on more than just land and power. He desired the undying devotion of his beloved Antinous. Their relationship was the talk of the empire. A passionate romance between the emperor and a young man who seemed to have captured Hadrian's heart like no one before. But this forbidden love story took a tragic turn during a vacation to Egypt. During their visit to the temple of Aphrodite, Antinous met his untimely demise. Some say it was an accident, perhaps a slip and fall, while others whisper of foul play. But the truth remains elusive. Grief-stricken, Hadrian was devastated. Unable to bear the pain of losing his one true love, he embarked on a quest to keep Antinous' memory alive. He began by commissioning a series of sculptures and coins bearing Antinous' image. These works of art immortalized Antinous, ensuring that his face would be seen throughout the empire. But Hadrian's desire to preserve his lover's memory went beyond mere monuments. He founded a new city in Egypt, which he named Antinopolis, a place dedicated to the memory of his beloved. And he didn't stop there. To honor Antinous, Hadrian bestowed upon him a divine status. Temples were erected, sacrifices were made, and Antinous was celebrated as a god, a testament to the enduring power of love and loss. Hadrian's obsession with keeping Antinous' memory alive had an unexpected consequence. It diverted the emperor's attention away from the affairs of the empire, leaving some to question his ability to rule effectively. But despite these doubts, Hadrian's legacy lived on, shaped by both his imperial achievements and his passionate love story. So as you explore the ruins of ancient Rome and the enigmatic smile of the Antinous statue, remember the haunting tale that lies behind them. A story of a love so profound that it echoed through the ages and left an indelible mark on one of the most powerful empires in history. Rome, the legendary city that stood as the heart of the Roman Empire for over a millennium. Its strategic location in central Italy made it not just the cultural and political center, but also the key to controlling the Mediterranean. But the true essence of Rome lay in its identity as the seat of imperial power, the home of emperors who shaped the destiny of one of the largest empires in history. Imagine if someone had a crystal ball, a way to peer into the future and see the potential downfall of this great empire. How might that knowledge shape their decisions about Rome? And what if they chose to ignore the warnings of an impending decline? The consequences could be nothing short of catastrophic. Over the centuries, Rome faced countless threats, from barbarian invasions to internal power struggles. Yet somehow it endured until 476 AD, when the Western Roman Empire finally fell. But what if someone had foreseen this decline and decided to act? Perhaps the mighty walls of Rome itself, built to withstand invasions, might have seemed like the solution. After all, what could a few barbarians do against such a formidable defense? However, the wisdom of investing in defensive structures would have been lost on those who saw the warnings. Instead, they may have focused on expanding the empire, believing that more land and power would bring greater prosperity. They may have ignored the advice of those who urged caution, thinking that the warnings of decline were exaggerated or simply wrong. As the years passed, Rome's problems may have seemed to mount, from economic instability to social unrest. But instead of addressing these issues, the warnings could have led to further expansion and conquest. The relentless pursuit of more territory and resources could have strained the empire's infrastructure, making it more vulnerable to external threats. While the Roman legions were away on distant campaigns, the enemies at the gates might have grown bolder. The decline of Rome could have accelerated with each passing year, eventually culminating in the sack of the city and the collapse of the empire. In hindsight, it seems obvious that ignoring the warnings was a grave mistake. The fall of Rome is often seen as an inevitable outcome of internal decay and external pressures. But what if someone had chosen to heed the warnings? Perhaps the course of history could have been altered, and the Roman Empire might have continued to thrive for centuries to come. But in our timeline, the warnings went unheeded. Rome fell, and the Western Empire became a thing of the past. But let's take a closer look at how this could have unfolded in an alternate history. Imagine that an emperor, having witnessed the decline of previous empires, was determined to secure the legacy of Rome. Upon taking the throne, Emperor summoned his advisors, eager to hear their thoughts on how to protect the empire's future. Among them was a brilliant general with a keen understanding of both military strategy and the threats facing Rome. He proposed a bold plan. The vast territories of the empire were straining the military's resources, making it difficult to defend all fronts effectively. His solution, a strategic withdrawal, giving up some lands to focus on securing the heartland. Some advisors opposed this idea. They argued that giving up any territory would be a sign of weakness and could encourage further attacks from Rome's rivals. But the emperor was intrigued. Could concentrating resources on core territories make Rome more resilient? A wise senator, known for his knowledge of history, spoke up. He warned that attempting to match the empire's overextended borders with enough troops would only weaken the Roman forces. Rome, once famed for its invincible legions, was now struggling to defend its vast domains. But to retreat would be seen as a sign of fear, potentially emboldening their enemies. The emperor leaned back, pondering their words. The thought of losing any part of Rome's dominion was unsettling. But the warnings of decline and the need to protect the empire's core resonated with him. He recognized the importance of focusing on defense, making sure Rome could withstand the attacks that were sure to come. With careful planning, Rome could protect its vital heartland, while giving up outlying territories. This way, the empire's strength would be concentrated where it mattered most, ready to repel any invasion. The emperor turned to the general, acknowledging the wisdom in his proposal. Together, they would carefully select territories close to Rome that could be defended more easily, allowing them to free up resources and manpower for the crucial task of guarding the city's borders. But this decision was not without its challenges. Giving up territory was a difficult choice, and there would be those who opposed it. No one wanted to admit that Rome, with its invincible legions, was vulnerable. But the emperor knew that honesty and realism were essential to saving his empire. Rome was indeed under threat, and ignoring the warnings could lead to disaster. So the emperor chose to act, implementing the plan to safeguard the empire's core. By letting go of distant lands and focusing on defense, Rome stood a better chance at protecting its heartland and enduring for many years to come. The senators looked at the emperor in awe, recognizing the gravity of his decision. The fate of Rome hung in the balance. Would the emperor's choice prove to be the right one? Only time would tell. Now, here's a question for you. What do you think? Was it wise for Rome to abandon its distant territories and focus on defending its core? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback matters to us, and we value your input. If you found this journey through history and alternate realities intriguing, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us for more captivating stories. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history and the echoes of the past. Which historical moments do you want to explore next? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Till next time, stay curious.